What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I have a review for you. This is going to be a review of my 2024 Can Am Maverick X3 Max 4-seater, and more importantly the windshields that I have on this thing, because I really wanted some protection from the wind, the dust, and even the mud. So a company called starknightmt.com, they were kind enough to send me out two of their windshields, the front windshield and the back windshield. They're hard poly windshields, and I wanted to show you guys what these things look like, because I've been testing them out for a couple of days now, and they're fantastic for the price. So if you don't know, on these side-by-sides in general, if you get automotive DOT rated like glass windshields, Can Am makes a glass windshield, you can get those and they look fantastic, but they're like $600-$800. It's insane how much the windshields cost. And then they also have other companies that make some that have like electronic, power vented or lifting windshields. And I've heard that those power actuators can break over time, 2-3 years in they break. So sometimes people like simple stuff like this. This is simple, budget minded. This is a polymer solid windshield to keep the wind and the dust and the mud from hitting you in the face at high speeds. And it only costs $199, which is a fantastic deal. It's scratch resistant and it's a full one, so you get a lot of protection. If you live in a hot environment, this probably might not be the one for you. Maybe you want a half windshield to let a lot of air flow in, or maybe you want the vented one, which they do make a vented one that pops up. But this is probably their most affordable full windshield. It's a 3-piece windshield, 1, 2, 3, and you can see it's bolted together with these. They're like Allen bolts with rubberized washers, and they have lock nuts on the back so they won't vibrate loose. And then they also send you these gaskets to help keep the dust and the water and the mud out. It's an off-road buggy, so you're going to have gaps. This is not a road going car, so off-road buggies are always going to have a little bit of gaps here and there, because it's actually made to be wide open and naked. But for the most part, these gaskets do cover up a lot of those gaps really well. It's really nice. And when I sprayed it, because we got this thing all muddy and dirty, when I sprayed it, the water literally rolled down off the roof. This is tucked underneath and just rolled underneath, right over the top, and did not go up inside, which is nice. To mount this thing, there's probably different ways to do it. They tell you to keep the plastic protective lining that's on this thing when they ship it to you. They say to keep it on there and just peel off the corners so you can work with it. Put it all together and then put all your gaskets on first, and then pop these nuts here, or these bolts. You just pop these off counterclockwise, lift your hood up a little bit, and then tuck this inside. And there's 2 straps. You can kind of see them right there, 1 and 2, and you just strap it to your roll bar. And then you put your roof back down, put your nuts back in, and then you start strapping everything down. You tuck this inside this slot right here in your hood. There's a slot right there from the factory. Then you take these Velcro straps, wrap them around your roll cage. And as you can see, you can't even see the slots on the windshield. Normally you'll see like the cutouts where the Velcro strap is. They design these straps to actually cover the slots, so you just thread it through here and then make your end piece end up looking like that. That's how you should do it. It's actually really nice. You can't see any holes here, but there is a hole there. That's pretty cool. And they say it's scratch resistant, and this, for the record, did have mud all over it. We took it out in the snow up here in the mountains up here. This is the backside of Virginia City in northern Nevada, and we got mud all up in here. With these Mavericks, they're awesome. These things are badass, but one of the downsides is with these big exposed tires. These are 30-inch carnivores. Right through here, this cool suspension area, the dirt flies right through this hole and comes up on your windshield. So that's one of the biggest reasons why we wanted this full windshield. and it worked fantastic. Then when we sprayed it all off, it didn't leave any scratches. As you can see, you can look at it. That thing is like brand spanking new. I'm sure it'll get scratched over time, but on this first ride in the mud, it did not scratch this windshield. I think that scratch resistant coating really works well. Very impressed with it. And then the view from the inside, it's super clear. Even with this three-piece design with this line here, you can barely even notice it's there, especially when you're driving. You don't notice that at all. And I've heard on the forum, some people will actually tint this top piece here to make it, I don't know, like a visor. But it's pretty nice. Again, this front windshield is about $199 if you go on their website, starknight.com. And they were nice enough to send out their rear windshield. And this was really impressive because, when you do research for these things, a lot of times you'll see nets. Though you can buy a net to kind of keep the dust and the mud out, which doesn't really do well at all. I wanted a hard rear windshield, so this is kind of nice that starknightmt makes a hard windshield. This is a two-piece kind of setup. You have a large piece here and then a smaller filler piece on the bottom. Same concept. It's held in with these brackets on your roll cage and then some straps up top and then more brackets along that crossbar there. And it also has gaskets as well, and the same concept really is at play here as far as installation goes. You'll leave the blue protective coating on there, bolt the windshield from the inside. That's what we did. We pushed it in from the inside and then strapped it on the top first, then the sides, and then the bottoms onto the crossbar. And what's nice is this little filler window perfectly matches that small gap that's on the bottom there, which I really appreciate, especially with the gaskets. It fills it in nicely. So what that does is, again, if you don't know about these side-by-sides, when the wind hits this windshield, it creates this pressure of air flying over the back, and it's like a vortex back here, spinning vortex of dust, constantly spinning back here. And if you don't have this windshield, it'll literally create a vacuum and suck it right into the people who are sitting here, and even the guys up front here would just get blasted with sand or dust and dirt. So I think it's really a must to have a rear windshield to keep that backflow of dust flying in there. It's pretty cool. And that's where your air intake is, by the way. See the air intake for your engine and your belt? That's where the air is. So you kind of want to keep air from going in there. I guess it protects it from water too. So if you were ever to ride in the rain, of course the rain would fall on the roof and it would not go inside your cab, so you could stay relatively dry. If you really wanted to stay dry, you'd have to get some enclosures for the sides. And we might do that next winter, maybe. Maybe Starknight will send us their vinyl soft enclosure, because they make more stuff than just these windshields. They make a full cab enclosure. They make a ton of parts. If you go to their website, starknightmt.com, you'll see they make all kinds of stuff. They make more advanced windshields that actually fold up. They make half windshields. They make tinted windshields. They have center console stuff. They have storage bags. I think they make a bag that goes in the back here on this bed. There's a lot of stuff that they make. But yeah, there you go. That's a look at the starknightmt full poly windshield for the front and their hard poly windshield for the rear. Pretty cool, huh? Again, if I didn't say it before, that's about $199, and this is about, I think, $129. I think it's either $125 or $129, something like that. Check the website to get the exact prices. But yeah, absolutely love this setup. I'll put some lights. I'll probably put a controller for the lights, some pod lights. I'll probably put a winch on there, and some more storage in the back and whatnot. But yeah, there you go. That's a look at my Can Am Maverick with the starknightmt windshields. All right, guys, hit that like button to support my channel. I appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Ring the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. And leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about starknightmt and their hard poly windshields. Pretty cool, huh? Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.